I mean, I think there's kind of a three-step approach that I like to take, and it's sort of the who, what, and when. And, the who is, who are we communicating with? Are you supposed to be, as outside counsel, communicating with me as the in-house attorney? Is there somebody in HR that I want to have you communicate with? During the development of a case, that may change. So, we may get into a class action with employment litigation, and, it's best to have somebody speak to somebody in payroll rather than start, bringing me into these mundane issues that I have no idea what's going on. So, and then sort of the what, what does, my company care about? And I think it's important for outside counsel to understand, what's motivating the company. And then it's the when, so the timing, so with these scheduled meetings, it really just depends on the complexity, I think, of the case. So, again.
Keith, share with us maybe your thoughts on how you create a team approach. You have to make sure that the internal and external counsel are aligned in their interests. Any thoughts on that?
Well, the way we work cases, and I think it's pretty universal, is that it's got to be in-house counsel, outside counsel, and the client's got to be part of that. And it's one of the things, and I guess the point of sort of this segment of the program is pet peeves of outside counsel. And as in-house counsel and inside counsel, I see some of the things that I do that are probably pretty annoying to outside counsel. And one of those is not identifying the role sufficiently for outside counsel. And when you've got sort of those three parties, outside counsel, in-house, and the client, it's really educating outside counsel on what the expectations are. When they're communicating with in-house counsel, it's lawyer to lawyer, and there's a certain dynamic that's pretty traditional that can be respected. But when you bring the client into that, there's really got to be an adjustment as to how the communications are.
Budgeting was the nemesis of outside counsel life, I felt. You're getting a brand new case. It could go so many different ways. It could be much better, much worse than it looks, and you're asked by an insurance company to prepare a very specific budget through trial. And it seems like an impossible task. And it is, but further on Keith's point, we need to not be surprised, and we need to, more than that, there's pressure on an insurance company, claims handler to set reserves. So we are in that same position as you are as outside counsel, which is we need to have some idea so that we are giving our business people the right information, and that if it's going to go bad, they know it as soon as possible. And often that first budget, it does get blown through, or some people budget way, way, way high. So I have to take that budget, and then I have to do my own analysis of it to set reserves. So be sympathetic to that insurance company person who is on you for that budget, because it's very important for us to do our reserve setting, which is really the most critical thing in an insurance company, is knowing how much money has to be in reserves. So the best thing that I would tell a lawyer is, what can you do to help us do our job better? Because then you're going to get that next case.